real. And I feel like this versus battle that I want to do, Red Dead versus Grand Theft Auto, is pretty much me comparing the two together for real, which I basically think that Grand Theft Auto can basically do in the next title to be really interesting, make the world more interactive, like everything that you do, like how Red Dead is in this game. It makes you feel like you're that character. It makes you feel like that's the character that you gotta take care of. Lucky it don't have like like a real life normal system where you pretty much have to keep them alive by doing certain things to this thing. Lucky you don't have that. It's lucky. But Red Dead, hands down, win on certain things, especially like wow, it's a wow factor for real. In the first ever game, or first game that ever do something crazy. And I'm gonna tell you why GTA lost this battle. GTA 5 lost this battle because your character or whoever character that you play with only in the single campaign. Let's keep the online. The online, it pretty much online. GTA kills it online. Let's put it like say that online GTA kills freaking Red Dead Redemption online on the online tip. They win that battle. But when it comes to the single campaign, how fleshed out this damn campaign is to a point that's like they added in this game that is so crazy. Hair, when you cut your character's hair, it grows back. And the way it grows back, you can shave the dude bald. I could basically have Morgan walk around with a bald head for the half of the, pretty much half of the game. In the storyline, his hair will grow right back. That's something I did not think about in a video game that I would love to see in the next GTA game. If you get your character a haircut, let his hair grow like how they do in Red Dead. Like that's fascinating. Another thing where I love for another thing that I would love for Grand Theft Auto to do is how you can interact with the dams, how you basically pick up stuff in the store, or you can use the book. It all depends how you feel of ordering stuff and all that stuff. That's cool. That's a nice little thing that you can do for real. You know, animals. It beats like with the animals, like how the animals and stuff like this. Like you can first ever GTA game where you can cut your character hair and his hair will grow back. But you gotta buy the stuff to basically to cut it or to basically, do the stuff that you wanna do to get your hair cut. And not only that, this game beats GTA 5 for basically having this little thing that you can do. When they say something to you, you can basically choose to be mean or be nice. And that's funny. That's funny. For real. You can choose to basically dislike a person in this game and it's funny. Keep a horse as a pet. Chooses not to follow at the end of the mission. Oh man, you going somewhere else? Of course, I'm going somewhere else. Boom. Split up. Instead of following them, going back to the main, going back to this place where you basically started the mission, you can basically choose to basically go your own route after you finish the mission. Stuff like that need to be put in the next. You need to be automatically saved in that brain of theirs or whatever whoever basically decided to make a GTA game. It should be just there, like straight up. And that's just me speaking like this game would be so fascinating if they had this stuff in the next GTA title. The shooting physics, the fighting on this game is done for real. How you can basically yoke a person up and beat his head in or do whatever you want to do for it to him. That's funny. That's fascinating. To GTA versus GTA, where you basically fighting a person, and it only works. It only looks good when you're fighting when you're doing 2-on-2, because they really not set it up for basically people, for 3 people to fight, I guess, or for a whole bunch of people, which it looks crazy for some reason. It looks all glitchy and all that stuff because they haven't really flushed it out. But to this system, it looks way better, for real. If y'all get what I'm saying, for real. To tying somebody up, putting somebody in the back of your horse, you can't do that on GTA. You can't even pick nobody up. You can't even pick nobody up on that damn game. Like, stuff in this game should be automatically, like, listening. It's like, I wish stuff from GTA 4 to basically, like, to put the to bring it back from 4, for real. Like the movement from 4. The movement from 4 looked more realistic than the movement on 5 to me. Like with the shooting always looked realistic, for real. When they shoot, how they move, it was basically look realistic. Like, I actually, that's why I like the game on the multiplayer, on the online tip, on that part. But everything else got boring because you can't really do what you would do on 5. Which I'm like, it'd be really crazy if they would have did that with 4. Made a whole universe, made it online only, whatever, for you buy your own spot in New York, own your own business or something like that, own your clubs and all stuff. That be, it was just a movement to basically, like, playing that game. To me, like, that was the game, bro. That was the goddamn game to me. 4 with the movement, for real, the shooting physics. The driving was annoying as hell, but other than that, the game is just a good game. I just want to add that, say that to that, for real, just to basically give y'all what's the name. I would say this: if you got both games, like if you got Grand Theft Auto 4, and then you basically play Grand Theft Auto 5, see the crazy difference of the shooting on that game to the shooting on freaking 5. It's like they added. It's the same. It's the same kind of similar style, similar, but this tone, that this just like, for real, how you could basically slide and cover when you in a shootout on 4, to what you basically do on 5. You got to run to cover. It's no sliding. There's no that smooth movement that you can do by going to cover, for real. From like this basic, it's like they went backwards instead of forward. I wish they bring that shit back. I wish they really bring that back, where you can slide into cover if you choose to slide into cover, for just by tapping it. Like, you run and you can just slide into cover. People forgot about that joint. Like, man, it's a lot of stuff that people forget. It's just me pretty much getting my old, like, basically thinking about how the game was good at that time, for what was made it good, for it's that little stuff like that, to choosing what you want to do with Nico, to make you feel like this name, just like this game, for real. This game has a lot of moments where it has a lot of moments where you basically can sit back and pick and choose what you want to do. I basically made I can say this, I actually like got my cousin, what's his name, who basically is not a Western fan, for not even, he don't even like Westerns like that, right? To sit there and play this whole damn storyline, because it drew to man with the story, because of the character development, to the certain, make you feel about how you made it, how it makes you feel about certain characters in the goddamn game, how it makes you feel, how it makes you feel, how it makes you, like, make you hate a character, for real, how it make you understand a character, how it make you, it's like so much stuff this game did that I hope to God GTA learned from. I mean, just basically just absorbed it for real. Like, yeah, that's my full like breakdown of what game when. Like I said, GTA. Excuse me, I'm a little bit tired, a little bit zoned out. GTA is like it wins on the online tip because they doing a lot for that game. They doing a lot for real. With Red Dead, it's kind of a little dry right now, but you can still have fun here and there for real with your friends and stuff like that. I guess that's what they was going for. But the transaction kind of screwed to kind of mess the game up. And the transactions on freaking on five, it doesn't hit as much as it should. Like I mean, it hasn't hit as much as Red Dead Redemption. If I get what I'm saying with that. But that was like my full breakdown of the game and how I love GTA games and Red Dead and Rocks pretty much Rockstar games for real. And I wish they basically make another title game that basically it can bring back from the past, which would be interesting. I mean, choosing. I mean, I say this, man. Y'all can basically put in the comments what game y'all would love to see Rockstar come back. I mean, go back to make for real, because there's a lot of games they can basically they got hits. They can't all be. I mean, I would say this. They now it, like always will never. I guess be that game that it'll never be that game that basically like I don't know, man. I do not know when it comes to Rockstar. Man. I mean, when it comes to Rockstar, the possibilities are endless. Like with their games, man, it's really like it's whatever with them for real. Remaster an old game, remaster, basically bring back a game that basically wasn't what's the name. They can even bring back Manhunt, or they can bring back most of these damn games and like be just basically change the look of it. Bring it to the HD universe or bring it to whatever universe, bring it to whatever they want to do. What's the but for I just wish man everybody be safe out here, man. And it was just me just speaking my piece about the. I mean speaking. I'm say speaking my piece about Rockstar and Red Dead for real, or Red Dead 2 and Grand Theft Auto 5, and which I feel like them games need to collide. They need to come together for real. Like if we had the physics from Red Dead and then a little bit with the sliding and all that stuff, like you slide the cover and stuff like that, it'd be more immersive. And that's why I look at it every day. Every time I look at a video game, I'm like, what can they do to bring in? Well, like, what can they do to change up and make you feel like you more immersed into the game? I think about that every day. For real. If I play this game, what draws me into this game? That's number one. Number two, do I care about the characters? That's two. Number three, is the weapons decent to basically like if I was in that era to walk around with? That's three. That's one of my. That's my three. And my fourth thing, my fourth, I would say, is the map grounded to the point that I'm like, if I was in this era at this time, where the hell I'd be at, right? Like, where the hell I'd be, like, what bar would I go to if I was in this, like, era, like, type of thing? Like, really, like, escape from reality type of mindset. That's what I'm trying to get in these games. Like, that's what I'm trying to get for real. And number five, is this game immersive? Like, is this game will suck me in to the point that I'm like, all right, I'm hooked. I'm already, you got me in here, for real. And it's a couple of games that do that. Spider-Man, Batman, for real. That'd be really crazy if they make the next Batman game where you actually can be fucking Bruce Wayne. And I'm talking about doing some crazy stuff. Actually make you feel like you're immersive with Bruce Wayne. And then when it be like when nights hit, when nightfall or night for you become Batman. I'm still waiting for that, man. The possibilities with these games are endless, for real. You already had Spider-Man. They did a hell of a good job basically controlling Peter Parker's life and then freaking Spider-Man for real. Which it was like more, a little bit more with Peter Parker. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Like his job of you basically being a photographer and taking pictures and doing certain things that make you feel like you're Spider-Man. I feel like that's what they should have did with that. With Batman, I feel like with Batman, to make you feel like you're Batman, I think it should be like to basically be rich, to be rich, and to be what's name it, to basically fix up gadgets to basically help you to be the basically let's say trying to basically see if you can held up basically keeping your secret and trying to think of some more stuff for that game to make that game feel like you that making you feel like you're Batman for real. I would say like I would say make you feel like you more like Batman for real. Hmm. Oh yeah, yeah, to make you feel like you Batman for real. I just thought of this. Damn, make you feel like you Batman. I basically remember watching the animated series for real, and I basically simply remember this: when Batman freaking like Eva locks up his villain, he'll grab something that basically is like sentimental to him, and they basically put me in mind like a collector. He'll collect their stuff. I remember him doing that in the animated series. Like he had everything, like the Joker's uh, fish. I mean, what the hell he had of the Joker? I forgot. He had Two Face coin. He had he had collectibles. Like he had a collective of stuff that from his villain gallery. Like he had collected basically to remind him he took that person down. Like I think that would make you feel like you're Batman, and that'd be like an Easter egg for real, or a badge of honor, or some type of thing for real. And I feel like, well, so make you feel like you Batman. I'm trying to think. I think if they make it more immersive, like I think they should have like see if you can make. I don't know. See, I'm trying to think like what can basically make you feel like you're Batman, make you feel more like you Batman, and more like you Bruce, like you're both, like you're two people. Hmm. Trying to think. They can do the same thing like Tall Tales, pretty much. That's what I'm thinking. Where your decision or whatever how you treat that person would have changed the outcome of what that man would come to become a villain. Like if you're Bruce Wayne and you say something to a guy and you piss him off, and then he becomes a villain because of you. So you change his story, or you basically change his origin story for some just a little bit for y'all become enemies. Or he likes or you can basically make that person like Bruce Wayne and hate Batman. So like, that'd be crazy if they do something like that. Spider Man, that's pretty much all I'll think about. Spider Man for Batman to make you feel like you Batman, more like worrying about your image, I guess. If you break a bone, if you break uh your like the bad guy's bone or something like that, you get on the list of being feared and you become more Batman. You become more like Batman for real from the cartoons or something like that. Like you basically have a fear meter that what's that? If you break an enemy's bone, it should basically make them fear you. So every time they fight you, they kind of scared of you, and it basically help you be like I'm, I'm I'm like thinking of crazy shit right now, bro. My brain is going like 100 miles, man. But I really think it should be like a fear meter, like a fear meter of criminals. Like if that person wasn't scared of you, for real, and then you had a whole group and you're fighting a whole group, your fear meter should just keep on going up. And the higher it is, the more they scared of you, and they basically will try to do everything to stay away from you. Like they'll run, and you have to chase them down. That'd be funny, funny as hell for real. If they do some shit like that. Like I think that'd make you feel like you Batman more too. If they do some things, if they do shit like that. But like I said, man, you just basically create a channel, man, and if you feel like talking about something, talk about stuff, man. It's pretty much your channel. You know, you have the freedom of pretty much talking about whatever you want to talk about, for real. You know, if you got a passion for anything, talk about it. You know, you got people, you got a platform to basically um, to create, create content, to do whatever you want. Basic possibilities. I'm gonna keep on saying this are endless when it comes to content. You can record something good or something bad, no matter what you make for it. You gonna have people that hate it. You gonna have people that don't. You gonna have people, that dislike and they hate it and all that stuff like that. But at the end of the day, man, it's your content. You got people that like it. It's your content, man. Just live how you just basically don't worry about what's the name, the good or the bad, for real. And start just make a video. That's what I did for this channel. Like I made this channel for a few reasons. I made this channel because it's some things I want to basically come to have video games come to light because I've been playing them for too long. And then it's sometimes I basically have. Sometimes I'll be pissed off at games and I wish they basically do better. Now, the developers out there who basically probably come to my channel, if you feel like I said some wrongful things about your game and for real, I deeply apologize for real. Because at the end of the day, it's a video game, you know. And, you're doing something that pretty much is something I wish I can do. You have a decent team, and I wish the best for people. I don't wish no bad, no harmful things to hurt happen to you or crazy stuff like that. Because I'm not that kind. I'm not that person. I can't wish anything on nobody. That's horrible. I never will do that. To wish nothing on nobody for real. Just keep on doing your thing, man. I really appreciate the I mean, I really appreciate the games. Just basically like it, basically give that's like with love into them. And yeah, that's my apology to the developers out there for real. Cause at I kind of basically like be saying some stuff about games, but at the end of the day, I keep on looking at it. It's a video game. It's a goddamn video game. I wish like I said, I wish they do better. It's just like I feel like when it comes to video games and the love I love for video games, the love for I love for video games hurts me to see a game hurting, to see a game go down. You know, they're gonna have their good days, they're gonna have their bad days, but it hurts when a game that I'm basically like was a fan of from day one do some stuff that basically like why why it's, it's crazy for real. And it's like when I come to think about some stuff, and I'm like, yo, why they do so much stuff? Like why they do um shit, come on man. It's like stuff that I be thinking about. Like I know you want to do something different with your games, but sometimes different is good, and then sometimes it's bad at the same damn time. It can be a good, it can be a good thing, and it can be a bad thing, be a crutch. It's very crazy with these damn games, man. Like the remastered idea in our brain, it sounded good. It did sound good. Man, if they remaster a certain game for like fully remaster a game, it'd be a good game. And when I look at remastered games, it's like remastering a movie and changing the actor type of thing. And I feel like if they would have went that route, it'd be really crazy. Like Call of Duty remastered Modern Warfare, like Modern Warfare compared to Modern Warfare 4, Modern Warfare 2019 is a remaster of 4. We all know that for real. And the way how they introduce different characters, they doing it a good way. Like I said, it's a good way. It's a good bad for. I mean, it's a good for how they did it, and then it's a bad. It's a bad way you could do a remaster. And I think Rockstar took the really like elbow to the face type of thing for with it. They what's that? Now I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, one of those people that basically say, yes, I had one of those because the reason why I was hyped on basically remastered is basically because uh, just the possibilities are. I mean, just the possibility of the game looking like GTA 5, having movement from 5 into San Andreas, having a gun selection, having certain things from GTA 3 move just like 5. 5 movement, well, receptive fighting on their game. Either I would say having the movement from 4 dragged into 5 and set the driving was named from 4. Like I would love that if they would have did that to that game to San Andreas. One of the movements, one of the physics from 4, just some of the physics, like the fighting physics you had on 4 into San Andreas, and the graphics getting pushed up to the very max on the cities and all that stuff like that for real. When I seen the game, when I seen a little bit of stuff and bits and pieces and stuff like that, I was like, I'm thinking about getting it. I'm thinking about getting it. Then I seen gameplay of it. I was like, yeah, they put their foot in their mouth on that one because I really was not waiting for a really, really like remastered, like a remastered version of the game. All due respect for the people who basically went back and sit through and man, all due respect for people who basically sit there and played that remastered game and got their old nostalgia back from playing the old San Andreas. This would a little bit boost. I mean, a little bit graphics and stuff like that. My hat goes to you for real because y'all sat and played that game. But for me, I really wanted to play a updated version like Mafia because we get Mafia. What was it? Mafia 1. That game was beautiful. Like graphic wise, that game was beautiful. I wish they would have did that to Mafia 2. Just to think about that, like just to see Mafia 2 with that storytelling like that, with the graphics of Mafia 1, the remastered version of that game. That would have been like beautiful. That would have been beautiful. It would have came on. It would have came together beautiful, for real. Like a whole remastered game, like to both one and two. Man, man, I'm telling you. I know for sure we ain't get no L.A. Noir, a sequel to L.A. Noir for even though that game was that game was not fully finished on certain parts, but it was like if it, if CSI like CSI or one of them damn TV shows where they solving crime would have made a video game, should have been. That's why I felt when I was playing like freaking Ellie Noir. I felt like I was in one of them CSI shows. So every time I even think about playing, even every like anytime I feel like, anytime I watch a CSI show, yo, it makes me think about playing um, freaking Ellie Noir for real for some reason. Because that game was basically like that like that game for real. Need more games like that. Need more games to basically have you feel like you're a detective or something other than feel like you're a criminal. They do a hell of a good job, but we need kind of more games. I pray for them to do something like that. You feel me? Um, More content coming soon on the channel. I'm working on another piece. For real, I appreciate the love y'all basically giving me on my on my art and stuff like that. I appreciate it. Thank you. And whew, yeah, man, it's going great. For real, it's keeping me at peace with myself every time I do like a little little coloring and stuff like that with the markers. It's a relaxing thing to do for real. It is. Um, but I have some. I will be finishing on my channel, and I basically will make sure I post it up or anything like that on my channel for real. So yeah, that's this update for our stuff that I be dropping here and there whenever I can. When anytime I feel like if I have the energy to do stuff like that with the art, stuff like that, for real, we'll be posting up stuff like that. So yeah. Um, Other than that, we're getting up there with views, man. I can't stop looking at that for real. People are going to come and go for real on my channel. And I appreciate it. Appreciate the people who basically, are watching my videos, give me content. I really appreciate it. Basically, giving views and other stuff, and actually saying stuff. I appreciate it for real. Soon it's gonna be a whole bunch of people. I have this vision of people coming to my channel for real. Having actually a full conversation, having a full what's name, because people, shit. What else was I gonna say? I myself am starting to pretty much act like be like become a person that I never thought I ever become for real. Well, it's basically like talking like this, like how I'm talking now. When I first started talking, I was very nervous and I didn't know what to say, and I was like, I don't know what to do for real with this channel and how it's gonna work. But after it takes Well, I would learn how to talk, and don't be afraid to say stuff, and don't be shy and all this stuff. For real, it's kind of cool. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate for the people who stop and I mean, saying what's up and liking my videos and liking my picture. I mean, liking the color and stuff. I do post on Facebook. I really don't want to give up my Facebook for real because I really don't want fans like that for real. I'm just a humble dude for real because I just want to stay to myself. But sometimes when I get a chance, I will be posting my pictures and stuff like that and whatever I be doing on my channel for real. It's just gonna be on the channel for real. So yeah. So but if you new bought the channel for real, or sometimes you're gonna be seeing me talk like this, and then sometimes you're gonna be seeing me do impressions. The possibilities are endless with my channel. You don't know what might come up, what game I might be playing on my channel. It's just a mystery. That's why I love it on my channel. I'm gonna say goodnight. I'll see y'all guys next time. I supposed to have been in my damn video. I just had a lot of stuff about fucking vibe, bro. It just be going. God damn.